Fadi, you very much circling around and also mentioning the need to optimize and get data end-to-end on the supply chain. But as we were also talking about in the prior session, part of the challenge here is a complete absence of good data standards, not only across the carriers, but even worse when you see across different modes of transportation. How are you addressing that problem?
Realistically, what we're currently doing from a last mile perspective, we are an asset-light carrier engine. So we built an end-to-end logistic platform. So your entire warehouse management, order management, transportation management is there. But from a last mile perspective, we're already pre-integrated with a lot of couriers and last mile providers. Over 40 currently right now. Each and every one of them has different touch points, right? Different data points. So what we could do from our side, and what we did, is we mapped all this data to one single point of truth. So realistically, each and every touch point corresponds to our touch points. And hence, when it comes out to the end consumer, it's all the same touch points, no matter what. You could be dealing with hundreds of providers, but at the end of the day, your end consumer will see your sets. And we did that from ourselves internally. We also incorporated a couple of AI tools in order to geo-map what we need to do. So there's a lot of things that can add value from a data perspective, but realistically, you have to basically make sure that the data is also correct, right? So whether data from addresses, whether data from weights, whether data from volumetric weights. So we took all of these scenarios and we incorporated them in our solution in order to give our clienteles the best data possible. We never intended to monetize our platform. So whatever we've built for the past 5 years was built for us internally. We took a strategic decision end of last year in order to start monetizing, and now we're empowering other entities and B2B solutions and other couriers with our basically platform to take them to the next level. Now, I'll give you another example that has nothing to do with last mile or whatever. So data points in terms of products, right? You have multiple products from all over. Each and every product or SKU has its own data, whether description, but you would require, from a supply chain perspective, volumetric data. You would require weights, you would require, and also volumetric data. So all these data are not there really. Even if you're talking to multinational companies, sometimes it's not really there. If it's there, sometimes it's not correct. Let alone SMEs, direct-to-consumer brand, forget about it. It's not gonna happen, right? So what we made sure to do, anything that comes within our box or warehouses or facility that we roll out, we capture that data. So we have DWS solution, online, offline, static, movable, that captures the data. And all this data now is transferred internally to our entire solutions and platform, whereby we know that once we ship with DHL, this is what they're gonna get, right? And this is what DHL is gonna get because it's all built on data. That's things that we can control in order to make the data perspective out of it much better.